You know, I didn't think it was gonna be here so soon, but it finally is here. It finally is available. We are now in update 1.21. Yippee! We've finally made it, and this is the update we're probably gonna stay in for a while. For those of you who don't know, welcome back to some Minecraft, by the way. This series has been waiting for the next major update so that we could finally get a important subset of things to join into the game, mainly involved with vanilla tweaks. Oh, yep, there's items being dispensed in because I had some things going into here while I was playing the last time because I set it up to showcase some of my friends this stuff. Yeah, we are preparing a Vanilla Tweaks resource pack for this world as soon as Vanilla Tweaks for 1.21 comes out, basically. And this is important because, well, it's going to change a lot of the way this world functions. It's going to still be very vanilla. Don't worry about that. We're just going to have a lot of added benefit to what can go on in the collection, on the Grand Bridge, or on the Great Bridge, and yeah, I feel like now that the update is finally here, it's a good time to finally just get working on it all and not have to worry so much about everything anymore. So, yeah, we're gonna spend a lot of today actually over finishing off some of the major segments of the Great Bridge. And then we're probably going to spend whatever time we have left by the end of my recording session. It is a short recording session, by the way, and I do need some deep slate. We're going to spend a lot of the time in the recording session basically just working on finishing this up and then talking some, I guess, ideas for the minigame and preparing for what is actually probably my final recording session of this before I head back to college and we start streaming this again. I know, it's weird. It feels like I've done hardly anything at all to the world, and yet I've made so much progress. And we've also recorded so many episodes of the series that, well, I'm already set up for when I inevitably head back to college. Like, I'm already set up basically for it, so I'm not at all worried about the series basically dropping because of that fact. Now, I'm going to be honest, there's a lot of things I may forget in the time in between. But that's also why I intend to personally play this for myself, probably work on a lot of redstone, slowly build up everything, and just start putting it all towards what's going to be coming, because we've got a lot on our plate to work on, especially involving this, and especially involving some things that I have learned today involving raid farms, how they're no longer as aggressive, and how we're going to eventually have to do a witch farm, which I'm not going to lie, there might be inevitably a thing that I have to do through the nether for that one, because, yeah, it's going to be insane. So, just be prepared for what is coming. We have a redstone farm that's needed in the future, and I'm definitely starting to think about it because we need a lot of redstone for some incoming projects, and yeah, we're definitely going to need to start mining for it soon. So, look forward to that. I mean, we're all enchanted. We're all prepared that way. I'm not even worried about anything that way. It quite literally is just, are we ready to start moving into the final parts of, you know, the mid game into the end game and start, you know, taking care of, say, the end and whatnot. So, yeah. Actually, you know what? Screw it. I should have, you know, taken everything up to there, but, yoink. well, excuse me, if I could actually climb up this part. Let's start today over here. I was going to start all the way over at that end, but, you know, I also realized I should have taken that over. It's fine. It's whatever. It doesn't matter. The last episode set, we finally made sure this whole thing works, and it does. Like, you can go from point A to point B. The only part that's a holdup is the checkpoint, because we haven't fully worked on the checkpoint yet. And everything from here is now, alright, let's build up some of the major pieces of what we are constructing. So today I'm thinking let's put the roof on the 2 segments that need the roof, or the 3 segments that put the roof or need the roof, and let's build out the block area for where the minigame is going to be. We'll worry about building up all of it later. But note that basically my plan with this area is this is going to be kind of a mini game, kind of a farm, kind of a mix of both. Who knows? And I still haven't thought of the idea fully. I have an idea for it being mayhaps the way that I make cakes fully. Like, I straight up might make this my cake crafter, and therefore my cake farm by extension. Because cakes will always be something that you have to do manually in this game in terms of crafting, so I'm interested in it. And yeah, there's a lot of things I have in terms of ideas for that, and I don't know, if you guys like that idea, then mayhaps we do it. Otherwise, you know, whatever, I'll think of something else. But yeah, let's get to building up this area because we need to, and I've already waffled on for a grand total. That drown jump scared me. Freaking jump scare drown over there, jeez. Yeah, I'm talking about you. There we go. I'm like, oh my gosh, that drown straight up jumped me. Like, I jumped. You all saw me jump. And hopefully that didn't sink that. It did sink that boat. Gosh darn it. Yep, you can't ride the boat anymore because it's sunk. Oh well, I'll pick it up and we'll reset it. We won't worry about it. Alright, so let's go. Let's see here. We want this area to stay kind of something like this, you know. In fact, what I'm probably going to do is we're probably going to swap this whole chunk out from here to here with what we're making. So, yeah, I guess let's get going on that. Doot, and doot. Because I want this to actually have a bit of space, and the thing is this mini game in and of itself might have like a set of sub mini games in it just so that it fits everything. Like, I'm kind of all in on the idea of it being my cake crafter if you guys, you know, are willing to let that be what this area is, I guess. Because if you are, then hell yeah, I'm gonna design like the full mini game part of it, because it's gonna be interesting, and there's some things that I would want to do, especially involving, say, for instance, like wheat, and making that an interesting farm, you know? Let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. But, you know, there's a lot of things that I would like to do involving this area. And, you know, just presetting a little bit of, I guess, the boundaries of what I'm making is gonna be very helpful in that term. Well, let's do this. And we'll just bring that up. There's still a lot of these that I need to actually go cobblestone and whatnot. I mean, ahem. And we'll worry about that in the future. Let's see here. I did kind of want it to touch into the mountain a little bit. So I'm not going to worry too much in terms of that, but, you know, I'm still going to let it go over there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then, I mean, I'm pretty sure I've been going 9s at least, right? Oh, no, I've been going 8. Well, oops. Oh, well, it's fine. It's fine. These will be a little bit long. It's fine. It's fine. It won't affect anything. It won't affect anything. As is this area, you'll be focusing on, like, you know, prepping a cow, you know, or getting a bucket, and then using said bucket to get a cow, and then putting the bucket back in the system so that you could re-earn the bucket. And how do we make this chicken lay an egg, you know? And then yada 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 yada. Like, you know, there's a whole bunch of things I can do with it. I'm interested to see what we can come up with making this area. Because if this does end up straight up being where my cake crafting goes, and I just outright farm it, basically, you know, because, like I said, I did want this area to be kind of mixed farm, you know, with minigame, I guess, you know. Like, it just makes sense to me that this is, it's what we're doing if we do that. Also, I am surprised. I think we might be running low on oak. I did forget, again, to do the thing that I said I would, where in between episodes I said I needed to spend some time grinding up some logs for me so that I didn't have to worry about it. And look at me, the guy who forgot to grind up his logs. It's fine. We have streams in the future. That's what we can do around there. Ow. I fell too far forward. Alright, and then bada bing bada boom. Let's extend all of that and all of this out so that we can get it going in terms of designing. Well, at least just putting a floor on this and a roof on it in the future and lighting it up. Like I said, we've got a few things I can do during this, you know, last little recording session before we get to work on it in college. And yeah, I mean, really everything at this level and up should be mined out, so might as well get going on that. You know, it's been interesting, actually. The summer in terms of videos has flown by really quickly for me. But that's also because I do a lot of pre-recording when it comes to these, like, recording videos and whatnot. I mean, I try to, so we're aware, record about 3 videos a night. 3 videos a night relatively covers me for, I mean, if I do that for an entire week, I have covered 3 weeks of videos in a week. And I'll admit, I've been pretty good at keeping up with that, basically, where I am doing almost 3 videos a night, basically. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then, yeah, go like right there, go across, and then boom, 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 and then take this one out, basically. But no, I've been doing relatively good, actually, at making sure that I'm keeping up with that schedule, and that just has meant that, like, the summer has flown by really quickly in terms of video making. Because, like, I'm almost finished with all of the stream series, basically, for the summer. There's going to be some of them that I probably start doing, like, there's some of them, like Rain World, where I'm pretty sure I'm actually going to mayhaps fully move it to, well, I don't think I'll fully ever move it to recorded, but, like, I'll set up probably, you know, like, we're probably going to stream it, and then I'm probably going to do it more often as a thing that I do just in my own, not in my own time, but in, like, my, the Saturday streams or whatnot in between the Depths of the Blighted Heart campaign, which, hey, by the time you're seeing this, that's coming up again in, like, 2 weeks, Season 2. Yippee. Isn't that insane and fun and wonderful? Like, the biggest series on my channel to date is having its Season 2, you know, coming back to the channel soon. I also don't know when it's gonna fully happen, but Dungeons of Teral Mawik is, at the time of recording, still intended to eventually one day be completed. It just more is a, hey, am I completing it soon? Also, am I pointed straight? Yeah, that's the block. I'm like, what's the angle I'm pointed at here? Oh, this is a slight problem. Okay, hang on. Let's do something like that and go bop, 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 bop. Do. And of course, break that, go up. Yippee. And then go more like right here. Make sure we're pointed directly at it. Should be, yep, this block. Right here, and then do this the smart way so that we don't have a repeat of what just happened, basically, and carry it on down to like there so we're not worried about it, and then actually dig this one into the ground. Excuse me. And bop bop. Bop bop. And bop bop. There we go. Alright, so this will work as the main gameplay area for whatever we do. We should have plenty of space for any redstone we want to do here. Now I just need to put a roof on it, and after I put a roof on it, I also need to put a floor in, and we're gonna kind of use whatever I come up with in terms of like what this actual area is for the game to help design a lot of it, because like I said, I want the design of this place to heavily dictate at least what you're going to be able to do in this game. And then of course, you know, if we need like specific farms attached to it as a way to supply things to the game, you know, we'll make sure that said supply properly occurs. So like this may end up being where my wheat farm is, but the wheat farm may also like leak a little bit out of the game, so you're not just using the wheat farm for the game, but as actual, you know, like the farm, so to speak. Or say, for instance, my egg farm may also be up here, because yes, eventually I will want that. that one can go because I'll probably open air the rest of these other than this corner. So, yeah. Oh yeah, also, before recording this, I also recorded my first ever devlog of Midnight Dawn of Darkness, which is what Depths of the Blighted Heart is, you know, a campaign of. So, if you haven't watched that, and I mean, it came out like 2 months ago, so, you know, I'd be surprised. But if you haven't watched it, you know, maybe you go watch the devlogs. I mean, they're going to be interesting, that I know for sure, especially with some of the things that I have planned for it. It's going to be interesting. I wish I hadn't sunk this boat, especially because there's a lot of stuff in here that I kind of, you know, need in different forms. You know what, let's just swim right back over. And let's see here. We need a lot of torches. But that already is starting to feel important. It makes that area feel a lot more special, I guess, just with that. Yeah. I mean, we definitely need a lot of torches. I am running low on torches, so probably gonna need me a lot of sticks, which means probably should yoink some acacia and go from there, which means, yep, I'm gonna take a trip up, and then we're gonna take a trip back down after I grab the acacia and go to sleep, and grab a lot of coal as well. Basically, I should make like 2 to 3 stacks of torches. Yippee! But no, probably while the series is on the me hiatus, and the me hiatus is just me not recording this game for a very long time, what's probably going to happen is I'm probably going to build farms and stuff, you know, just make a major jump in terms of what's going on, I guess, per se. I did not need to make that many sticks, but, you know, we did. It's fine. I did leave a hole in there. Let's go like this. Let's go like this and this. And I mean, here's the thing. I might record it as a terms of like, you know, here's what happened in the Minecraft series, and then just kind of talk a lot of things, or who knows, I might just cover it all when we come back on that first stream, and it'll be like a major returning stream where all I do is spend the entire stream discussing a lot of things that have been made. Who knows? I'm not sure. But basically, between this recording session and the next time you see a lot of this world, there will probably be at least a few things that have changed. And the major things that are probably going to happen is I'm probably going to build up a lot more of the collection. That one I can guarantee for sure, because I want to be using my major storage system as the collection rather than, you know, let it be something else. So the sooner I can make the collection my major storage system, the sooner I'll be happy with it. And yes, I'm going to ride us all the way over just so that I can ride all the way back and place ourselves right in there, basically. Yes, I know it's dumb. Yes, I know the way I'm doing this is stupid. I don't care. We're having fun. We're talking a lot of things, and I'm going wee on the minecart ride that I loved making. And yeah, it's nice, okay? It's nice. That, and also I do need to replace all the redstone torches, so, you know, it'll boot us out. We'll walk ourselves on over, and then we'll go right across. Yippee. Off we go. See, I love that this system just works. Like, the Great Bridge is just working right now. And that alone is what truly makes me happy. Alright, launch us off. We're going to get stopped somewhere along the line here because we're going to hit the brakes, basically. Let's see if I could time it. Okay, and boom! I actually did time it. Let's go. That was actually... Nope. Nope. I wanted you to stay right there. That was sick that I actually timed that. You know, that was sick. Okay, let's place these in like those are. And then let's get, excuse me, let's get you all placed in. And let's get these all placed in. Yippee. Alright, take this over to here. Take this over to here. And let's build this little corner because the corner is going to be different, you know. Because of the fact we're under the cave roof here. I don't know what this is going to be, but, you know, a lot of the game, like I've said here, this minigame, I want it to be partially movement focused. Like, I want it to feel like you're racing against time to keep it going. And then, while you're racing against time, I want it to actively, like, impact, you know, like, you're gonna have maybe a few routes to get to somewhere, and then as you go through, if you aren't careful, your routes might get cut off or something, and you're gonna have to try some new paths, some new ideas, basically. Like, I want it to be a game that's going to feel unique and not feel like it's just a farm. I want it to feel like, you know, it's intrinsically fun. That's what I want. And who knows, I might even update the game for myself eventually, which will be funny to think about. Like, yeah, we upgraded the game for myself that only I will ever probably play because I wanted to. Who knows? It'll be funny if I can make myself a leaderboard of some kind that I use as like my way of keeping track of everything here. And let's just get a lot of these out so that I can get some of this back in. Let's make a chest set real. Oh, I have chests. I'm dumb. And just dump a few things in it so that I can go yippee and grab all these. I think that's everything. I don't know. I hope it is. If not, we've wasted some of our infinite birch. Oh no. Whatever shall I do? And bop. But like maybe there's a puzzle you can do that'll exist to open up your paths or something. Maybe there's a maybe like there's a lot of things we can do, basically, is what I'm trying to say. And I want to make sure that this thing works a little bit like a maze, but has a definite like end goal subset that you're working towards that you can build up and work with. And like I said, I want it to be a little bit movement focused, in not maybe in terms of parkour. I am not the best at parkour, but like, you know, running around in here quickly to get from point A to point B. Maybe a bit more of like a movement thought game, I guess. I don't know. I feel like it'll be funny. Whatever I end up doing with it. Especially, I mean, like, if it ends up being the cake game like I was talking about, it would be funny to, okay, now I need to go grab a ton of milk from the cows, and now I need to go press this thing and do this little thing to gather some eggs, you know. And now I need to go do this so that I can do this, and yada 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 yada. Like, it would be funny if that ended up happening, basically. Alright. No, I've been talking a lot today, actually, so my throat is kind of a little hurting. But, I don't care. We're recording. I'm having fun. We're playing one of my favorite games, and we're talking about making games. Like, two of my favorite things in one episode, basically. Who knows? Maybe off of this edge here, you could do a archery range where you get a bow, you have to shoot it, basically, and if you hit the target, that's how you get a bucket, which is then you have to run over to there to milk the cow, basically. Like, I want it to be fun. I want it to be fun. And of course, the major danger will just be how long can you last. I don't want it to be something you can die while playing, because remember, this game is meant to be a way for me to let all of the things, or let the base load and the checkpoint load. That's the major purpose of this, is keep the base loaded, keep the checkpoint loaded. With both of them loaded, you can pass any item from point A to point B, basically. And bop, 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 bop. And off we go. Yeah, I think it'll be fun. You guys should let me know in the comment section what you guys think about the idea, as always. I mean, I don't know, I don't even think I've seen the original comments where I ask about the ideas of, the, you know, whole, what am I thinking about over here? The whole minigame in the first place, so who knows? We will see. Either way, the minigame project of the Great Bridge is something that I want to build on stream, actually. The checkpoint itself and the further redstone of the Great Bridge is something that I'm wanting to probably get done on my own time, while I've got the time, you know. So that's like, the Great Bridge is a project that I want to get done first, as soon as possible. And right now, what these episodes are probably going to be me doing a lot of finishing beauty touches on it before I go on and, you know, do redstone from here into the future. And then, you know, next time we meet, Great Bridge will be up and running, and I'm gonna want, like, at least 90% per se, or not 90%, like, I want to at least double, triple, if not quintuple the size of the collection at current, because I want to mayhaps have some of the crafters in, and that will also be something that I need to do, is I might start working on the factory and where the factory is going to go and all that, and yada 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 yada. So there's a lot of things that I want to do that I'm thinking about doing that, yeah, you know, we'll see how it happens, I guess. But no, I'm interested to see what occurs, and I know that, you know, everybody will hopefully enjoy it. And yeah, I mean, coding the factory as well is gonna be something that's insane, because I'm gonna basically need to set up a supplier limit on it, so that, like, once I'm at a certain point, it'll know to shut off a lot of it and not request anything. And that's been something that I remember I went and figured out while working with, hey, here's how the crafter is going to work involving this system, you know. This is also another reason why we need a lot of walls going in here and make this place into a bit of a maze, because if I can make it into a maze, I can put a lot of lights on the walls and it won't look ugly. So, yeah. I'm like, that's another reason why I want this place mazy, is because the more and more you make it a maze, not only is it funner probably to get through than just walking from point A to point B, the more of a rush you'll feel, and the more intrinsically pretty I can make this place. As I've said in the past, we are working towards getting into the detailing era of this world, and, you know, I mean, there's a lot I can do, especially with the walls around a mini game, you know? And bop, bop, bop. Maybe you'll be able to sacrifice some of your materials that you've gathered as a way to open up fast tracks to some of the other materials, basically. Like, I've got a lot of ideas. Eventually, I do intend to release this world to my Discord server, like, once it's fully, you know, at a place where I feel it's complete, basically. And that'll be fun in its own right, just getting that sort of point set up. So, you know, I look forward to when we're getting closer to complete, because, yeah. I mean, here's the thing, I still haven't done a frickin' Ender Dragon fight. I need to. I mean, we've got the armor for it now. I just need to not be afraid of the Nether, not be afraid of Enderman, you know? Like, there's a lot of things that I need to do that I need to be fine with, that I currently am not fine with, I guess. I don't know how else to put it other than, you know, I need to get fine with dealing with the dragon, you know, and all the fear that that's going to involve, and building myself up properly for it. Let's see here. We need a lot of floor. Grab that, and then go bop, 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 and then bop, 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 and there we go. Those two can go back in there, and that should cover enough. It probably won't cover for the roof, you know, but it'll at least cover this part, which this part is the major part of it that we're worried about. But yeah, no, remember the main goal is you'll make a cake, it'll get thrown into the water somewhere about here, it'll hit this, which will further extend your timer until this thing goes, basically. And when it goes, you're expected to make your way back and leave, because you will have either lost the game or, you know, something else, basically. Like, you will have... well, you can't really lose this game, but you can either win this game because of the way it works. Like, you're just going to end up basically doing the task over and over, and the goal is the better you do the task, the longer you get to play the game, basically. I don't know, it's weird. There might be some weird meta tactics that I figure out as I play it. Yeah. I don't know. I'm interested to see what comes of it. Do. You know, I did also just realize, because of the way my throat is feeling, I might actually only do 2 of the 3 episodes I have left to record until college tonight, which does means, hey, guess what? I get an extra recording session. But the end goal will still be the same, where maybe next recording session is like a recording session I do way off in the future, where my end goal is more with that one just talk about what's happened while I've been in between, or, you know, if not much happened, I actually make some progress towards that. Who knows? I have a few ideas. Either way, though, it's not going to affect you guys because of the way we do this. And bop, 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 bop. And probably best way is just go, like, fill in zones like I've been doing. And actually, hang on, yeah. Do something like this. And bop bop. Break that. Okay, and bop 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 bop. And bop 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 boop beep skip dop whoop scop. There we go. And look at that. We've got 2 stacks and 1 block left. Yippee. And now I can start putting the roof in, which, you know, more birch. Yippee. Gotta love how that one works. No, I'm excited for this. I think what we'll come up with will be interesting. I think that there's a lot of ideation that I still have to go through. And we'll discuss about it in streams in the future. So look out for those, because when they do come, it is going to be something that's relatively big in terms of discussion. So yeah, I thought my minecart was like a skeleton or something for a moment there, and I got spooked. Yeah. Yeah, I'm like, I don't know what else to say other than, you know, we make it the roof, we make it the minigame area, we have it the fun, and I'm excited. I am definitely not completing half of what I said I wanted to today, which is fine. You know, that happens, as I've said in my philosophy episode. Quite literally, life is what you make of it. As much time as you need to be happy with your life is truly the only time that matters. And therefore, you know, if it takes me a lot of time to make this whole area, and even if it takes me a lot of resources, who cares? I don't. We're gonna have some fun, basically. And that's all that matters to me is, am I having fun? If yes, then I'm doing good. What I think I'm probably gonna do is we're probably gonna actually do some things with Deep Slate here, where what I'm going to do is I'm gonna finish another loop of birch, and then I'm gonna probably do, I think it's the Deep Slate tiles in the roof. Regardless, I think actually next episode might be more of a resource gathering episode before I start saying, yeah, which is funny because I said we're not going to be resource gathering much until, you know, it's a me time to resource gather. Me immediately 10 seconds later. Okay, I need to resource gather, actually. Oops. Yeah. We love how that one happens. It's fine, though. I mean, there's a reason we have an entire tree farm. The only one that I'm not going to enjoy is some deep slate mining, but, you know, whoop-de-doo. Also, this place is already crazy under here. It sure is a good thing that nothing can spawn under here. I mean, you know. Let's go get some birch. Well, I mean, yeah, let's take this. Let's go up. Oh, gosh darn it. I love how I have clearly not learned anything at all in the past, like, 2 seconds of me playing this game. Yeah, let's get some birch. We'll get some slabs set up for us, and we'll use those as our way of constructing more of this for us. Like, we're gonna at least have a lot of things to work with. And while I'm here, yoink those to grab that, so that we're at least running, you know, all of this. And then, yeah, I think I'm gonna need to probably spend, I think next episode we spend probably mining just through Deep Slate a little bit and doing some mining or doing some setup of the tree farm, which I've been meaning to do an upgrade for that, and that'll be one of the first few things I probably do in between this recording session and the next, is finally set up the bone crafter so that bone meal farming legitimately is happening, you know. And that'll be very interesting because, you know, I'm gonna have to pull a limiter off of, like, my supply towards my, or not off my supply, off of, well, off the bone mill collection segment to see if we need more bone meal, and then if I do need more bone meal, release bones and release the melons toward it. But if I don't need it, you know, then don't worry about it. Like, there's a lot of things. Anyways, so we're gonna step it up a layer here. So I'm gonna actually do this, which in turn is then going to be where I do this, and then we're gonna jump it over a block, break that, and then we're gonna keep this going basically, where now we're gonna go another 2 blocks in, and this is gonna be where the next layer of Deep Slate tile goes, or something like that. Actually, what we probably should do is we should probably do a thickness 4 on this, just so we're not making it too noisy, but we're clearly, you know, making it feel special in a way. I don't know. There's a lot of things I can do with it. I'm still very excited for this, though. Like, this is definitely gonna be one of those things. Are you kidding me? There's rain. I'm like, this is definitely going to be one of those things that we build up over a few episodes, and I'm going to detail and whatnot. But, I mean, I'm interested in what we've got planned. I'd be surprised if we found a way to make an entire mini-game in one episode, basically, is my statement. Like, it's probably going to be a mini-game that's worth, like, 4 or 5 episodes of what we're working on. So let's build this in and go bop, bop, bop. Alright, and that's going to be the thickness. Do 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 do. Off we go into the sun to build me a thing that I have to build because I want a mini game in my world. Yeah. Who knows? It'll be fun. I'm excited. I don't know what else to say other than I'm excited. And, you know, I mean, hey, at least next episode's gonna be a funny one, because you're probably going to watch me get spooked by cave noises, or get spooked by, you know, just... We're gonna probably have a weird random, like, 20-minute tangent while I'm wood farming, basically, of, yes, I have, what's something that I could make a 20-minute tangent out of? General ideas about a thing that I've joined in that I might end up doing a video on eventually that I'm not 100% sure of, because I don't know if I don't know how the project's going to turn out, and I'm interested to see how the project turns out, but if it does turn out really well, I'm probably going to have recorded a little bit of it and do a weird mini, like, pseudo devlog where I discuss that, but that would be it, and it would be, like, a weird thing of me being like, yeah, I learned how to do this so that I could learn more about MDOT, basically, you know? Like, there's a lot of weird things I can do. And off we go. Who knows? I don't know what I want to talk about next episode. It's weird. I'm over here thinking about, like, yes, what do I want to talk about next episode while I'm in the middle of the current episode? Yeah, real smart. Everybody who's here is like, dude, just focus on the episode at hand, you know? And I'm just like, but what if instead of that we talked, I don't know, about a blue potato, a blue frog. I don't know. I don't know. A purple blue. Yeah, purple blue. What's your favorite shade of purple blue? I don't know. I like royal. In all honesty, royal blue is a nice color. Also, I did not corner these properly if we're doing 4 in each time. But no, I mean, I've been kind of running a little low on Deep Slate for a little bit, so getting some Deep Slate next episode is going to be helpful. And, of course, one of the next few things we're going to be doing is setting up the tree farm. I just realized 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going 5 wide here for no reason. I'm like, hold the phone. That ain't right. Yeah. No. I want to get trees into the collection as soon as possible because logs are going to be one of the major things that are imported down this line. Like, of all the things that are getting imported down the line of the Great Bridge, logs are going to be one of the things that we probably see far too many of, just because of what's over there. The other thing that's going to be farmed a lot of is bones. Bones, arrows are all going to be things that get sent down a lot, basically. So we need to make sure that everything that we've got set up for it is set up such that we can use them basically for what's to come. Bop, 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 bop. And then let's see here, 1, 2, 3, 4. Carry this one on over. And then carry that on over. Ooh, good music. Of course, I say good music, and then the music just stops playing almost. It's like, oh, you complimented me. I don't want to be complimented. Goodbye. There it is. Alright, and then let's see here. This needs thickened. And then down the center of it, we'll run a singular strip, basically. And bop. There we go. Alright, so that looks very interesting. It'll be nice having walls that go up to it. And I think the lights will also help, you know, as we build up some more lights in here for that, or with walls and whatnot. So, yeah, you know, I'm gonna say this is probably where we're gonna end the episode for today. Just because it makes sense to. And I mean, look at that. We've already made a lot of progress on that, and I'm interested to see what will come of the future. While we're on our way up, let's make sure we take a look at it, just from above. See what's going on. That will definitely be interesting. I mean, I gotta remember it's gonna be mostly dark over there, because it'll be deep slate for the roof, as we typically do. But yeah, next episode's gonna be a farming episode, I think, where I'm just gonna do some finalized farming before I work on a lot of major farms for the future. And probably the next episode after that will be a big major discussion of some things that I've done. So, with that being said, it has been a fun episode. We've made a lot of progress as music's mix in the background. So, yeah, I hope you guys have enjoyed it. And with that, I have to say, come on. Oh my gosh. Thank you all so much for watching. I greatly mistimed the music there. I thought it was doing the thing properly. I was entirely off on that. Who cares? Anyways. But yeah, thank you all for watching. This episode was definitely a rambly one. But we set up, what's basically there for the minigame area, and we realized I'm running out of a lot of materials, and I need to start grabbing some more materials so that we have things to build with in the future. So yeah, that's what we're going to do in the next episode. Prepare for watching me kind of squirm in the caves and me talking chaos while we farm wood. I will see you all in the next one. Have a good one, everybody. Bye-bye!